ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 25 of the It Doesn't Matter podcast. And we've got myself, John, and we've got...
No.
Holy smokes. We've got...
Cool Ray.
Cool Ray. And we've got...
I am the notorious one. I am down. Boom.
All right, we're trying a little bit of a different thing here this week, but for first-time viewers or those that don't know us, my name is John Lee, and I've been a pro wrestling fan since late 1995. I got into it, honestly, because the kids in school liked it, and you want to be popular with the kids in school, so that's why I started getting into it, and of course I fell in love with it, and I've been following it ever since. Abel, how about you, my friend?
Came from birth, man. First thing we ever watched was wrestling. Something about Hispanics with Lucha Libre. Love it all. Come on, man.
You was watching Lucha Libre out from the womb?
Damn right.
With the mask on?
Damn
like
right.
Andrade?
No shirt on and a towel around your neck. Nacho Libre?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, my word. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we had some good shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. Different cultures, different personalities. So it was worth it.
Ray, how'd you get into pro wrestling as a fan?
So it all started, I used to just watch it when I was young with my grandfather. He really got me into it. So what he did, he had a whole bunch of... My stupid family threw away the bunch of old tapes. I'm talking about from the territory days. That he used to just have, and he used to just watch. That was his thing. He used to fix VCRs, how funny that is, but he used to just... And then to try him out, he used to do wrestling tapes, and we used to sit in the room and just watch all these old tapes from different territories. And then it got me right into wrestling and got me right into... So I would say around 89, 90 is when I really started being a hardcore fan.
Almost lifelong, so...
Almost, yeah.
Almost. Dom, how about you? How'd you get into being
And
a
as
fan
for
of wrestling?
me, I became a fan just like Ray, watching with his grandfather did the same thing. Went to my grandparents' house every weekend, and 6:05 Saturday night, you watch WCW. Hell, they even have a 9:05 show in the morning on TBS. I used to watch that too. So I used to watch all that, and then my mom used to work third shift, so while she was getting ready for work, I used to watch Monday Night Raw and WCW Monday Night Raw. I was a diehard fan. It is what it is. That's always been my love. That's my passion right there.
And that is the passion. We're four friends, and we have 4 different personalities, 4 different ways of becoming fans of professional wrestling. But the one of the most important things about us is that we came up from the same town. We have the same love, one love, and that is professional wrestling. And that is us here on the It Doesn't Matter podcast. And as a matter of fact, what does even the name It Doesn't Matter podcast even mean? Ray, do you have any idea what the name came from? Because you helped invent it.
Yeah, you did.
It doesn't matter.
For during week 2 of our show, because this is week 25, week 2 of the show, Ray was our guest and semi-permanent fixture on the show.
Yeah.
And before we were recording, we were just throwing out. We didn't have a name of the show yet.
Right.
We really didn't have one. Things were bandied about, but we didn't choose one, and we're just joking around saying who's gonna watch our show? Who's gonna care about our show? It's who's gonna watch our show?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Do you like wrestling?
It doesn't matter.
Do you care who we are?
It doesn't matter.
Is wrestling fake?
Shut up.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
matter.
And it doesn't matter.
Does this feel fake?
Why'd you slide your thigh?
That's what she said.
That was fake.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you were, what you were. If you liked us, you knew who we were, knew what we were talking about. It doesn't matter, and it helps that "it doesn't matter" is one of the most popular catchphrases from one of the most famous pro wrestlers and superstars in wrestling and Hollywood.
The most electrifying man in all entertainment.
My father.
You wish.
Yeah.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So that's the name of the show. It Doesn't Matter podcast. It's a great phrase from the People's Champion, The Rock, and this is a pro wrestling podcast. So that's who we are, that's what we are, and that's what we do. And
if y'all don't like it, it doesn't matter.
A lot of build-up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But this week's topic is something very special in the world of pro wrestling. It's Summerslam coming up, and we've got a little prediction show coming up. So, Dom, what do we have to predict? What's the lineup?
SummerSlam is coming up next week in Detroit, Michigan.
Ooh.
We got some star-studded matches right here.
It's in the stadium, right?
Ford Field,
Ford
home of the
Field.
Detroit Lions. There's finally gonna be some winners in there. Maybe a new champion.
Oh,
Not the Lions.
So that
Wow.
Lions are predicted to win.
Oh, you're not going.
They're not gonna win the NFC North.
I bet you they do.
I bet you they won't. The Vikings got that division locked.
I bet you they don't. Well,
Ooh.
that's for another time.
We just do that another time because it doesn't matter. This is a wrestling podcast. This is what we're gonna do. So we know Logan Paul's brother has a match that night somewhere in Texas. So they're gonna be kicking off the show. So I think they're gonna confirm that. So it's gonna be Ricochet and Logan Paul. Uncle Ray, who do you have?
I have Logan,
The Wolverine.
the Wolverine.
You picking?
Are you taking Wolverine?
No, I think Ricochet gets his loss. I mean, Paul needs his win. He's gonna get his signature win. I mean, he's been putting on, not to be cliche or be funny, but banger after banger. Like every match he's been in has been, he's good. He's a natural.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna say this. Right now, he's my favorite. I'm gonna say it, wrestler to watch. He is. He gets it. The mannerisms, the I want to punch his face, the cockiness, the athleticism. Shawn Michaels, if that's him, kudos to you because you put on you created a gem.
See,
and he has the star power. You know what I mean? He's actually known more than anybody else on this show.
See, you weren't here a few weeks ago, a couple episodes ago. I said that Ricochet needs to be Logan Paul. Yeah. That's why he can't get over right now.
He doesn't have the personality.
That's the problem.
He has the look.
That's the
he
problem.
Has the
he has everything Logan Paul has, but he can't talk. No personality.
Talk is.
That's the problem.
You know what, homie? Let me tell you something, bro.
You can just scream, script.
Prince Puma had more personality than Ricochet.
Yep.
He had a mask on.
Do you think this match in particular, like really this match, Logan Paul and Ricochet, is a prime example of an imitation being better than the original?
Yeah,
basically,
it is, which is kind of sad. I mean,
I would know because I'm not gonna take away from Ricochet and what he does in the ring because no one really does what he does.
We're talking about in-ring, but we're talking about a whole,
a total package.
You want a guy that can wrestle in the ring and also
per se imitation of any. Like he's missing that one thing that would put him over the edge until he gets that one thing. Maybe he gets a mouthpiece later on.
He's never going to get a mouthpiece.
There's only one mouthpiece in WWE, and that's Paul Heyman.
And he's not getting that.
That won't make no sense.
Exactly.
No. Maybe he goes with the Lashley. Looks like he's doing a little business. That could do something for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking Ricochet needed wardrobe change. That damn shirt he had with the Wakanda necklace.
Well,
that shit was terrible.
That's just Prince Puma. That's coming back.
That's terrible. I know it's shark weed and shit.
No, it's an African piece.
Look like shark teeth.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Sharks are very popular in
Paducah,
Kentucky.
But I think Logan's my. I don't know. I like him, man. John, I told you about him. You said you weren't totally sold on him. I said, listen, he's not bad.
No, he's good.
He's doing well. He almost got killed, and he took it like a champ.
Yeah, he did. That was. Ooh. He almost didn't make it out of there.
You're coming with me whether you like it or not. Let's see what happens. I know they're gonna try to do something crazy because that's what it's gonna do. But let's see. Hopefully, they get out of there alive.
There's no doubt that they are going to do something crazy, but will they be successful at being safe while they do something crazy? Because they did that at Money in the Bank, and it was just terrifying. It takes you out of the element because then you start worrying about the real, genuine health of the athletes. But for Ricochet, Logan Paul, I don't see why Logan Paul would not get the victory. It's unfortunately it's only Ricochet, so Ricochet can recover, and he's not a super high profile guy, so might as well just give it to Logan Paul. And maybe they'll segue that into another program, perhaps tag team champions Ricochet and Logan Paul in the future.
Oh my God, they'll do that's a WWE thing, and why do you have to say that?
We're tugging on Abel's heartstrings with the random tag team partners winning the championships.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen too.
It'll be one hell of a match, though.
It will, but Jesus Christ. I don't want to see that, but it's going to happen. Thank you, John.
You think so?
Thank you.
You're welcome!
Yeah.
Thank you!
That's a thank you, John. That's exactly what's probably going to happen. Oh, good job, great match. Let's be tag team.
Give me the golf clap. And only the golf
No,
clap.
I mean, Ricochet would have to be
I think
heel.
only be tag team with
I gotta go with Logan Paul, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ricochet, your promo's trash. Sorry.
I do
You're a
my
great
talking
wrestler.
in the ring.
This isn't heels.
As he did a flip outside the ring.
Not as memorable
Yeah,
as the
like,
Velveteen
come on.
Dream version of that.
I think Velveteen just played it better than Logan. I mean, you could tell that Logan was just the glasses thing was funny, but Velveteen was so good, man.
I know.
Jesus.
Velveteen was so good at being bad.
That's what the boys said.
Always the one.
Like Kurt. Like playing with little boys.
Oh
wait, hold on.
I knew what you meant.
1, 2 seconds. Rey Mysterio, you're a boy.
And like to
And
play
I like playing with boys. Wait a minute. Dom, what you got? You got a prediction for Logan Paul?
I
and,
said it a few weeks ago. It's gonna be Logan Paul. He needs a win. This man been losing every time since he's been here, so it's time for Logan Paul.
Do you think they keep going with that kind of storyline where, hey, listen, he's not getting a win?
No.
No?
That man getting paid too much money to keep losing matches. No.
Yeah, he's got to get one. No, he don't need it, but
You don't care. He's getting paid too much money. You just said
what are you gonna do with Ricochet? Thank
Could
you.
do. You could do something.
Thank you.
North American Championship, baby!
That's
Please
Dom.
I know.
That's Dom.
Yeah,
Right there.
leave that alone.
All right, let's get to the IC title. We have Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. Is Drew finally gonna get his time to shine? Actually, he already shined, but is Gunther gonna get a pin? Is he gonna get pinned? That's the question.
Man.
My opinion, no. It's gonna be a knockout, drag out, but Gunther's gonna pull it out no matter what. That he's on another level, man. That is the workhorse champion. There's no way you're gonna stop him right now. He's so close to breaking Honky Talk's title reign. I think they'll give it to him and then say, all right, we got something next for you. Seth freaking Rollins.
Drew and Seth? Oh. Gunther?
Actually, maybe.
We've already seen that.
Gunther and Seth?
Yeah, we've seen that before.
We did?
I think when Drew was champ.
I don't remember.
Well, no one wants to remember the Thunderdome, Thundervision. Or the,
There you
I
go.
don't even remember what it's called. What is it called? What is it called?
Thunderdome.
Super Brawl Saturday?
The Thunderdome.
They said, keep smiling. I was like, act like you're excited.
There's no way you're gonna tell me what to do if I'm watching the show.
You have been away from the screen for too long.
Not interested in that.
Yeah.
It was too much. It was telling me to do too much. I can't eat. I hated that.
Well, Drew McIntyre and Gunther for the IC title. First of all, it should be a great match. It should be a great match on the same level as Sheamus and Gunther was last year. But who's going to win? I mean, Drew just came back. I guess he signed a new contract, and you would think that they would give him a big push, give him the reward, give him the championship. But Gunther is so valuable as the Intercontinental Champion as he is right now. And being a big fan of him right now, I just would not want to take the title off him. Not yet. SummerSlam is one of the big four shows, so there's lots of good reasons to do it. There's lots of good reasons not to do it. But if I had to pick one right now, I would say Gunther somehow retains the title.
I agree.
What about the Ultimate Ray? What do you think about that match?
Ultimate Ray.
I agree with you. It's usually by history standards. Behind the scenes, they sign a new contract. That means they want to push him. They usually give him a big win.
Yeah.
I agree with you that he doesn't need that big win against Gunther when Gunther is doing well in his position. Because he loses it, what happens then? Then he go, okay, I understand that. How can you put it into your mind that he goes after Seth? He just lost the IC match. You know what I mean? Wouldn't he want his belt back? Why would he? It doesn't make sense to me. So
there is precedence in that, though, because this was 2004.
Mm-hmm.
It was Vengeance, Hartford Civic Center. Randy Orton lost the Intercontinental title in for its time, lengthy title reign. He lost it to Edge at Vengeance in July of 2004. And the very next month, what did he do? What did he do the very next month? He beat opponent for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam 2004.
Benoit? Cool.
Yes.
Yes.
He's-
I know exactly. I know
Yeah.
exactly where he's going.
So that was an example, like, oh my God, Randy Orton could have had a longer championship with the Intercontinental title. It's like, why did they cut him so short? Why did they give it to Edge? And then 1 month later, you saw what happened. They were gearing him up to win a bigger championship. So that's why if either Gunther or Drew McIntyre loses, I can see the loser
Now,
going on to Seth Rollins
Catch
for the
you a
title.
question?
I agree.
Just you.
Yeah.
So, do you? I like Gunther in the position he's in now, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? Are you looking down? I don't see him as world champion.
Gunther?
Right now I like him where he's at and what he's
Yeah.
doing now. World champion seems a little forced for me because now I don't know. You get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Do you?
I do. Dude.
No, but that's why
No,
I'm saying that Gunther gets the win, but I don't think he gets it clean.
Gunther, exactly.
Well,
you think
yeah,
Imperium interfere?
Imperium is going to
Correct.
interfere?
Is a disqualification.
Well, the ring.
McIntyre gets his win.
Yeah.
And now McIntyre could actually go out world champ because he did get the win, technically.
Right, yeah.
And then he
Seth
can
always
do his
got
thing.
that
You know what I mean?
open challenge.
So, and then it doesn't not make sense because McIntyre did win the match and now he's going after the bigger one. You know what I mean?
Your hand reached in.
I lifted him up for 90,000, brother.
This is
So is
fun for our audio listeners.
Everyone got Gunther.
Yes.
All right, bring Gunther.
Gunther.
The ring
No,
header.
I have
Oh,
McIntyre.
Oh, McIntyre,
just
right.
not winning the belt.
DQ.
oof.
Yeah.
So everybody has Gunther.
Gunther retaining the Intercontinental title.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty, our next match we got Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. Strap facts, Mr. Adequate, Mr. Small Package. Who do you got?
Mr. Small Package. Where does this come from?
Do you see it right? Do you see the small package? Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler in a feud for the ages. Ronda Rousey, it's her sunset match. She's allegedly going to leave. She's allegedly going to leave the WWE after this match. So why would you have her win and give the rub to Shayna Baszler? So to have a prediction, I would pick Shayna Baszler winning only because it benefits Shayna Baszler more to get the rub from Ronda Rousey, get the RRR, and which is a great movie on Netflix, by the way. Check it out. And that's my prediction. Shayna Baszler winning the match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, Shayna definitely getting the rub from Ronda Rousey. She'd love that.
Aww.
Ray, would you like to get the rub from Ronda Rousey, or would you like to give that to Shayna Baszler instead?
She already flirted with me, Rhonda. She knows exactly who I am. That is on my Instagram. So when she flirted with me. But no, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It doesn't... Shayna gets more of the benefit of winning this match
Right, yeah.
than Ronda would.
Done?
Shayna. It's her time. Her time to shine.
It's her time! It's her time! All right, what's the next match
That's
at the
right.
SummerSlam preview
All
show?
right, we're going to go with Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca Belair for the women's
Ooh.
title. Abel, who do you got?
Nobody's ready for Asuka.
Is that what she do?
Yes. I don't know. She's all over the place.
It's interpretation.
Is that your shirt?
Look at her
does-
Yes,
shirt.
I got
Ah, that-
Asuka.
Look at that eye.
Just
I want to kiss her.
Naito. No.
She got a Naito eye.
I love her eyes.
Yes, she's.
Ray love Asuka.
It's a nice,
Yeah.
it's a nice T-shirt you got there. So it is the Oscar shirt. I guess once we mention a T-shirt, we got to talk about the T-shirts.
That's it.
Dom, what you got for a T-shirt? Going
I
on?
have the Demo Guy t-shirt. I have the Ayatollah Rockarola. I have the leader of Fozzy. I am Jericho on Twitter. I have Chris Jericho, also known as Lionheart.
Right now, I've got a Samoa Joe TNA shirt. So
Twisted Metal. I mean,
it's a summer. It was a summer special. That's why they're all white T-shirts. They had a bunch in this line. They had a Kurt Angle shirt. It was kind of small in print. It had a Jeff Hardy shirt. So I have 3 of those. Thank you, Don West, for the
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
for the brown bag specials. And
Thank you. A lot of
Thank
DVDs.
you, Ray. What you got rocking going there?
I have that vintage 316
That old Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. The comeback.
Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
He's here. He's back. It's Stone Cold. My God. Man, I wish that Ross would come back. Huh?
Oh.
That Jim Ross. I miss him.
Well, if he had some circulation in his foot, he'd get the energy back.
Oh
Man,
my
I miss
God.
that.
You gotta, build it up.
He's
got that
he's
hitting the floor
he's checked
disease.
out. Yeah, he's checked out.
Yeah, poor
He's,
guy.
And knocked out. Did you see it? See his eye? Who'd he have collision with? The floor.
Don't gun.
All right. What's next on the SummerSlam prediction show, Dom?
You ain't say who you got winning.
Huh?
You ain't say who he got winning for the
Yeah.
last match.
I got Oscar, so.
That's what you think about that match?
Damn.
Well, of course, big fans of all three of them, Asuka, Charlotte, and Bianca. They're all tremendous ring generals themselves. Asuka being the women's champion, she doesn't seem like the focus of, what a champion should be. But I just see her retaining, and down the line, she's going to lose the title to one of those two, and Bianca and Charlotte will have their face-off at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it looks
That's what
like
I think.
the real rivalries between Charlotte and Bianca, like, then Asuka's just there just as a gatekeeper, like,
So Asuka's going to retain somehow.
Yes,
So that's
they're
what it's
gonna
going to be.
feud. She's gonna boom, let's buzzsaw kick, done. All right.
Right?
I can't go against the family friend.
You
Right.
could.
No, I'm not going to. The Queen goes after her dad's record, so she she captures the belt, and she's going after her dad's record. And I think they're gonna make it a big thing where she beats it. It's gonna be her.
She's not gonna. She's still got 2 more title reigns to go.
She's got Asuka's number.
Well, 3 actually.
I think Charlotte comes out victorious at SummerSlam.
And for me, I have Asuka retaining the title. I think they're going to focus on Charlotte and Bianca too much. Them two are going to take each other out, and Asuka just going to hit somebody with a miss and take advantage. That's going to be... But I still see Charlotte and Bianca at WrestleMania in Philadelphia.
Ooh, I like that.
I see that for the title.
I do like that.
That's what I see. All right. So our next match is for your new World Heavyweight Championship. We have Finn Balor, the Prince, versus Seth frickin' Rollins. Ray, I want to hear your take. Who do you got?
I have. Damn it, man.
That's what I want to
I
you
have
first.
Finn winning with Priest leaving.
Yeah.
That'd be real good.
Okay.
I can see that.
Then the McIntyre thing makes sense because now he goes against the Judgment Day as a face. You can't. I don't think you're gonna have Seth, who is the second biggest baby face in the company, going after McIntyre, who they want to get there again. So that makes sense. Finn wins. Priest gets it. Then it's the Judgment Day thing, and then you throw in Mac. It just makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. So I'm going Finn winning, Priest leaving. Champ.
All right. I like that. Abel, who you got?
I got Seth winning, but I don't see the cash in right now. I don't. I want to say I see it, but not tonight. Well, not that night. Something about Seth holding that belt for a little bit longer. The Judgment Day is gonna implode, just not SummerSlam.
We have it Raw in Albany.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's always on a fucking live show.
Sorry, I was having flashbacks to a previous show. The fucking cat going to town on itself. Sorry.
John breaking kayfabe.
I was just looking over the cat.
No, it was just rubbing on my leg, and I tried to no sell it, and I wanted like Mr. Jinx beat it.
Mr. Jinx is getting the Ronda Rousey rub to itself. Holy smokes.
Holy smokes.
I just got sent
So-
by Abel's cat.
Oh, Lord.
Hey!
It was so much room. I didn't rub my leg.
She likes you guys.
She just likes.
All right.
Okay.
Get back on track. John, who you got? Seth Rollins or Finn
Kenny
Balor?
World Order shirts coming.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Just think of good memories. So these two scenarios, I mean, the one where Finn Balor wins the title and then Damian Priest cashes in on him. I think if Finn Balor does win the title, I think you could draw it out, that tension. Yes. I think that would be very engaging to watch on Raw. Damian still having the briefcase and Finn as the champion. Yeah. On a different end, you could have Seth retain, Damian cash in, and then you have Damian as a champion with Finn and that dynamic. It can also be a storyline on Raw for many weeks.
Yeah,
that could happen. And then if you have Seth retain, then you go on to the next challenger or whatever. So there's many possibilities. So that's why it's a very interesting matchup to have. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm just gonna throw all my thoughts and prayers behind Mr. Finn Balor. So my choice is Finn Balor to walk away the new champion out of SummerSlam.
All right. And for me, I got Seth freaking Rollins retaining the title. I think it's going to be a good match. Usually they say third time is a charm, but I don't think it's going to happen to Finn Balor. I think Seth is going to do his thing, and there won't be a cash-in. Might be a tease, but it won't be a cash-in. No. And the Judgment Day will still be dominating WWE.
Well, I'm just saying SummerSlam does have a cash-in type of history to it.
So anything can happen in the World Wrestling Entertainment.
Anything could happen in the World Wrestling Entertainment. So
anything can happen in the World Wrestling Entertainment.
Abel, you might as well say it. You might as well say it.
Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Entertainment. Jeez.
We're in a loop here.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
John, here we go. This question is for you. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, or Brock Lesnar?
Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, just like he said. They are 1-1. Are they 1-1 right now?
With the great one.
So it's the rubber match.
I call it rubber match.
I mean, Brock Lesnar always has those rumors where he's leaving or he's done, or he's going to retire, but I don't know. Who knows what he's going to do? He can leave, say he's never going to come back, and guess what? He's going to come back. So, Cody Rhodes, I'll pick Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes, if they're interested in giving him the real long-term push, have him win against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Why the hell not? Abel?
Yeah, I got to go with Cody. Yeah. Finish the story. Finish the story. Finish the story. That's all I got to say.
Right.
One thing we could appreciate Brock, that he's always business first and he's not selfish. If it makes sense for him, he's going to do it. It doesn't make sense for him to win. It just doesn't do anything for anyone involved. It makes sense more for Cody. Now, the way Cody said it on Raw in his promo, maybe it is one of those convincing wins that we've seen Brock Lesnar be on the other end of, a la Goldberg or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe it is one of those where it happens so fast and Brock just loses his whole shit because it just, like, where did this come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can say about Brock, if it makes sense, he's with it, and it makes sense for Cody to come out victorious at SummerSlam.
That's why Cody called him Mr. SummerSlam.
I think Brock is of course he's a very intelligent person, and working with Paul Heyman all those years, the intelligence just rubbed off on Brock Lesnar. But just because Brock Lesnar thinks something, it doesn't mean he's going to push for it. He might have his opinions, and he might throw them if he really feels a certain way, but I feel like he just goes with whatever the booking is.
Goddamn, pal.
If it's not too terrible, he's not going to say anything.
Didn't they have him winning against McIntyre, and he was like all gung-ho against it when I read on Raja? He was like, no, why am I winning? There's no reason for me to win. Yeah. And then they changed it at the last minute because he was like, no, he almost did the Stone Cold thing.
Brock is best for business.
Yes.
To save, because it was the early pandemic, to save that.
Right. He said, why am I winning? There's no reason. And maybe that's another thing. I agree with you. Maybe it's pandemic. He foreshadowed, why am I winning in a pandemic? No one's going to be here. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be there.
That could be another thing.
Just like another thing with Brock, I heard on, I forgot what podcast, when the pandemic took place, he was like, why would you have me keep wrestling during the pandemic and nobody's really watching? You know, it's like you wasting money towards me. Just, like save that for later. Let me do my own thing. And,
the guy's smart, man.
Yeah, Brock knows what's best for business.
He went away for a while too, right? Just so
that's when he grew his hair out and got the
smart,
beard.
Man. The guy, he's smart, and he doesn't really care about. He's all about
it's all about that bag. Yeah, he's about that bag, and I respect it.
Brock is about his money. Brock is what's best for business right now. If it makes sense, it makes dollars, and that's what Brock is all about.
You, man,
that Brock wins, then what? Cody has another big loss. People are gonna start turning on him.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
why am I backing this loser? Go back to AEW.
Exactly.
Not gonna happen.
When you was the booker and you came and win home matches.
No. So it doesn't. Yeah.
You think he'll make one return before he's?
Nah.
Brock could lose, and Monday come on Raw and challenge Seth, and no one's gonna bat an eye.
That's true.
Damn right.
No one will be like, how? They'll be like, well,
you know what? That's right.
It's Brock.
Dame is like,
no one will bat an eye if that ever happens.
Speaking
so
of,
it doesn't make sense.
Now you just opened up a scenario. Brock can destroy fucking Seth, and then the cash in happens Monday night.
Nah, because it doesn't.
Brock and Seth aren't really
exactly.
They're on a collision course. I was making a point where if Brock could lose and come out and just say, he has that Kane effect.
That's a good scenario, but. Why the fuck I'm gonna let you cash in for? I'm gonna beat your ass too. You ain't cashing in.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean Brock's gonna be in the same area once he's
why did he come out and do it in the first place?
He just sick of his shit. He probably said, "Oh, open challenge, fuck it." Brock does what he wants.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I got Cody. I almost got it. Before it hit your face, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, right? Pause. All right, now for me, I have. I have Cody Rhodes winning as well. It's Cody's time. Like Abel said, he needs to finish the story, but what's the next chapter? After Cody beats Brock Lesnar. And they're going to keep Cody Rhodes away from Roman. It's not going to be Seth Rollins.
For the Bloodline storyline?
You got to keep him away. It's going to be at least towards Royal Rumble time, if anything. I think the next chapter for Cody's story might be a returning superstar. I think that person is going to be Bray Wyatt. That's what I think is going to be the next chapter.
That'd be good. Yeah.
That'd be the next chapter.
Something big.
You have to do everything to keep Brock or Cody away from Seth Rollins.
He wins and Bray comes out in old Bray, not this. Not this.
Yeah.
We're talking about
not
the
Uncle
cult of Bray.
Yes. We're here. Well, I'm here.
Not Uncle Howdy, fucking, not Fiend.
Play the mind games. Scare the shit out of Cody.
Come back with Big Red.
Ooh.
And Braun.
Braun can't. Braun's in a wheelchair, ain't he?
No, he's here.
No, he already neck.
Yeah, neck surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, put the mask on. Can't see your brace. You be all right.
Come on with his brother. His brother and Big Red.
Oh, you just get another big dude to be Brody.
Shanky, what's he doing?
Oh, jeez.
All right, but Cody all the way.
Cody.
USA all the way.
Hey, yo.
All right, now your main events. You know, I'm looking forward to this one. You have tribal combats, which means
tribal combat.
You will become the undisputed Universal Champion. And you will become the tribal chief. You have the one, Jey Uso, and you have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. John, who do you got?
Well, I mean, it's Jey Uso as the tribal chief and champion. Long title they have nowadays. I did watch SmackDown earlier today, and Jey Uso, main event, Jey Uso getting a great reception, and he's really got the fans in the palm of his hands, and that's great. It's great to build up a challenger, and they've done that throughout Roman Reigns' championship run, and especially with a family member, a member of the bloodline. But it's not going to happen. What will happen? I don't know. It just seems very pedestrian in a way. Roman Reigns is just going to run roughshod over Jey Uso with help from Solo. That's what we expect to happen. And is there something wrong with having predictability in wrestling? Not necessarily. predictability means it's logical and it makes sense, and that's what will happen, and that's what will happen. Roman Reigns retains over Jey Uso after typical Roman Reigns title match shenanigans involving Solo Sequoia.
All right.
Abel?
Uncle Ray,
Uncle
Abel,
Ray?
whoever want to go
I
next.
think since John gave me a scenario in my head and I'm a booker in my head,
Sponsored by Bud Light Lime. Right?
I think that Roman retains with the Jimmy turn.
No. No.
I see that.
Now
So,
you have
I see
Jimmy
that.
and Jay on a collision course, right?
I
And
see.
that takes care of them because Jay loses. Then what? What happens then? He goes after what? It doesn't.
Back to the tag titles.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Jimmy turns and says, "Hey, listen, yeah, I wanted. No, I'm supposed to be the tribal chief. It's always been." He did the whole spiel when he said, "You're out, I am too." You know what I mean? He gave him like it's always been you.
But
That help. Maybe it's one of those. Maybe it's that, and now it's Jay needing help, maybe from a Sammy and a Kevin, because we have to include them somewhere back in. Like, all right, now it's them three with them three. You know what I mean? And Jay has always been the supporter of, wasn't a supporter of Sammy in the beginning, then it was supporter of Sammy in the end. It just makes sense. Maybe so. That's my thinking. Where Jimmy comes in, and boom, it's the turn, and now you have Jimmy, and then that's when Roman says, "Hey, Jimmy, you were going to be the next one. It was always you," type of thing, and plants that in his head as a manipulative type of thing. You know what I mean? Then you have them three versus them three. Now you're making Sammy and Kevin back into the fold. It just makes perfect sense, because if Jay loses, then what? He keeps trying, and then you just wait for Cody to win the Rumble again? No, it stalls it. Here it extends it you can go so many ways with it. You know what I mean? You gotta have Jay can't hit the Jimmy. He has to go through Solo first. You know what I mean? It makes sense, and you could elongate it. That's what I see. You guys agree with me? Because that was freaking awesome.
You want to go or you want me to go?
I'll let you.
Screwed him up.
Yeah.
I messed up your brain,
No.
homeboy.
No, but I got a different scenario. But go ahead, Dom.
I was going to say Roman's retaining. And I do see Jimmy Uso interfering. It's going to be a distraction because, yeah, I might have been prom prince, prom king, whatever, but nah, it's about us. We the Usos. We came here together, and I'm not going to let you overshadow me. You might got a higher rating me in WWE 2K23, but no, that don't mean nothing. I think the bloodline is simply imploding, and it's going to start with the Usos.
Yep.
It's going to start because they both want to do this singles thing. Obviously, everybody know that Jay is better than Jimmy.
Yeah.
So it's bound to happen. And the best time for them to fight is to drag that shit out to WrestleMania in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love.
Where he kind of helps, but it messes it up, and so he doesn't help.
The
No.
city of brotherly love, drag that shit out.
No.
No, I'm not going to fight my brother. Just like when Brett said to Owen Hart. All right, Kane's, Undertaker said that too.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight my brother.
And then
Drag that shit
they
out.
Force the hand, and that's
Drag that shit out.
Dom, you and me thinking the same.
Then you still got
fucking
Solo.
way. He is the future tribal chief. Solo. The fear that Roman Reigns has when that man looks at him, when he even bumps next shoulder to shoulder, that is your tribal chief right there in the making.
I just don't know when it's going to take place. That's the thing. 'Cause I'm conflicted because I'm like, all right, so you got
I'm telling you,
WrestleMania is going to approach, but everybody's thinking it's going to be Cody and
it's
Roman.
It's gonna be Cody.
Or is it going to be a triple threat?
No.
No, then
Solo
Two storylines in the
like
one.
I said in the previous podcast before, Solo is gonna be the reason Roman has that title taken off of him. All right, I don't need that belt, but I want to be the tribal chief.
Took your idea?
I
Take
said
that.
No, I
Suck
told you that.
it.
I said that live from the Harp and Dragon.
No,
I said, what's the reason why
Arm wrestle.
why Roman Reigns gonna lose titles and become Solo Sikoa?
I-
He's
that's
gonna become
right.
the whole Paul Heyman.
Can we have the
become
producer
Solo.
roll the tape back from week 10? Or...
I broke it.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I
One of
broke
us
the
said
chair.
it, but it don't matter.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
man.
I know that's exactly what I've been thinking. No,
I think mine
Just-
sounds better.
the scenario just says it all. Like,
Seems like you guys said the same thing I did. Just
no,
said Jimmy interfered. Jimmy costs.
Jimmy's gonna
Yeah,
cost.
Jimmy's
Jay.
gonna be the reason why Jay loses,
How?
but
He's
in
gonna
your scenario,
interfere.
How?
he can accidentally super kick Roman, which and miss
So
and
it's
hit
not a
Jay,
real
whatever.
turn. It
Nah.
was a
Nah,
oops.
it was a oops.
I don't.
My
I,
bad.
I think it's gonna be
Okay.
It's not gonna be oops. It's gonna be like, no, you're not gonna be better than me.
So he turns. So you agree
He
with me? He
full-
turns.
Yes,
So you don't agree with him. You agree with me.
I
Be on
agree
my
with you
side.
on that.
Look at me.
On one thing,
Acknowledge me. Look
I
at
don't
me.
see no Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the picture. That they done.
no,
Let
yeah,
that shit
that
be,
is
man. Let that shit be.
What's that?
No Sami Zayn, no
No.
Kevin Owens.
They're
No,
done.
I'm just saying if that's the route they have to take, where you have them three now, Jay's gonna need allies. He's not. What's he gonna do? Hey, Cody, can you go to SmackDown real fast?
hey,
No,
You
you're gonna
the-
have the guys that can go there.
you
and
the
help
one,
him.
right? Remember,
You the one. You main event Jay Uso. You good. Roman
Yeah.
groomed you.
Give me help.
Jay
He got
Uso.
the edge and the DUI.
Give me help. What is he
He
called?
good.
Back? New Day comes back.
Indusher.
oh,
Yo, that'll go crazy. Even though it doesn't make zero sense, I'll just go nuts just to hear that
Well,
again.
the Usos and the New Day
That's a
have that history, so they would back him up in a pinch.
that's a clip,
I'm
bro.
But I think they have I think they have a battle royal at SummerSlam, which it really don't
Is that
matter.
gonna happen on SmackDown?
It's, who knows? It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Otis wins.
what about L.A. Knight?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can't forget about him.
Yo, he
forget
is
about
a
him.
wild card, man. Oh my god.
Did you?
Is he a heel? Is he not?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
He
had,
is over.
He had a tremendous segment on SmackDown, facing off against Shanti the Adonis. It was lit. I mean, it was like a squash match with a little more competitiveness to it.
I heard
But
he
the
said something
crowd
about
was-
B-Fab.
The
Like,
crowd was hot for it. The crowd was hot before it, after, and during. So
yeah.
yeah, let's get the rocket strap on LA Knight. So there we
Pause.
go.
Let's get the strap. The rocket strap.
Right here.
Yeah.
L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Diet Pepsi. It's the right one, baby.
All right, let's get into today's topic. I want to talk about one of the hottest SummerSlams of all time. I want to talk about SummerSlam 2002 that took place in Long Island, New York.
Nassau.
This is the first SummerSlam that is under the WWE brand. The F is gone, the E is in,
Get
and
the
they
F
got
out.
the brand split. And
I get out. See,
Don, we were there for that first show where they got the F out, weren't we?
I think my first one was, what was it, Mohegan or Hartford? One of them shits.
Where it actually said on the ticket,
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
F out.
Yep.
Actually said it on the
Actual
ticket.
ticket stubs.
Don't
Yeah.
even come.
I was so confused. I was like, I think they messed up. Look, it says WWE. Stupid Mohegan.
All right, so we're going to take you down memory lane back to 2002, 21 years ago. 22 years ago?
Don't
What
age
fucking
me,
year we in?
please.
Anyways, Stone Cold, he's not there. This
What?
man, he took his ball and he went home.
What?
Hey, the man didn't want to put the next big thing, Brock Lesnar, over.
Yeah.
Brock was hot,
Yeah, wrong guy.
and it is what it is. And also, in this show, they had 18 wrestlers on this show. 15 of them were world champions.
Oh.
If y'all didn't know
So you
that,
said
I'm
famous.
just
How
dropping.
many are dead?
I'm dropping knowledge. Yeah, there's some dead ones in there.
How many are Hall of Famers?
Yeah.
I didn't look that up because
Well,
it doesn't matter.
All of
Well,
them.
you'll know as soon as you say the names.
No, all of them not Hall of Famers, not in this damn show.
Just about.
Just yeah, you pretty much.
Brock is gonna be there.
Well,
You know who's
we'll get there.
you know who's not the world champion? Someone un-American.
Oh.
All right, let's go down the card, Tom. What we got going on?
So our first match for SummerSlam 2002, it kicked off with the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio.
Who's that jumping out the sky? R-E-Y Mysterio.
Kurt was standing right there at the ropes waiting for Rey. Rey came from behind and he attacked him. The match was amazing. Rey, 21 years later, he still looks the same, minus the concussion he suffered on SmackDown. He looked amazing. And the finish to that match was He went for a hurricanrana off the top rope. Angle caught him in midair, put the ankle lock on him.
In the famous Milkman singlet.
Oh, I was gonna
Yes,
say,
he had the red and white.
Yeah, the Milkman
The-
singlet.
the
Yeah,
white
red
one.
and white. That shit was
Yeah.
good, man.
I thought Kurt Angle just came from the hospital volunteering as a candy striper myself.
But that was a good match to kick off the show, man. Hall of Fame worthy match.
Before, not to switch it, but you guys think this is your favorite SummerSlam of all time? This is the best SummerSlam in your minds?
This is rated as one of the top.
You want to ask that after the show? After we go through the card?
I think it's one of the top. Yeah, that's why we're
Yeah,
covering it.
it's one of the top ones.
Yes.
Great match. Right finish.
It was a great. Yes.
It's the right
Right
finish.
From the right. Gay guy!
Kurt beat that little boy's ass.
Because I like playing.
I like playing with little boys.
I was going to do
What?
it. Wow.
Wait,
I'm
hold
gonna
up.
mute all of us and just have you say that.
AI.
Oh Lord.
That second match at SummerSlam.
The second match, you had the GOAT, Ric Flair, versus the other GOAT of present day,
Yeah.
Chris Jericho.
Oh man.
At this time, Ric Flair was 52 years old. He was lacking confidence, but Jericho, who we know who's going to be one of the top stars, had Ric Flair look amazing doing what he does.
Who said it? Remember, you're Ric Flair. Who said that?
Triple H.
Triple H.
You're fucking
Yes.
Ric Flair.
You're
fucking Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
Triple H said
The
it.
fuck?
And
Taker
you fight
said it
guys
too.
like that,
You're Ric Flair.
he made him look good. He gave him the confidence again.
Yes.
It was a good ass match. Flair hit all his spots. Obviously, actually, Flair got the win because
Yeah,
Jericho
Flair got the
bumped Charles Robinson, and then Ric Flair went old school.
Boom.
Low blow, figure four, tap out. That's
WrestleMania
it.
2000.
That's it. It was a decent match for Ric Flair. He looked pretty good. Jericho took care of him, and that's it. And you know what crazy thing is? Chris Jericho is 52 years old right now.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Are you kidding me?
Jericho's still one of the
Are
goats,
you
man.
kidding me or
I
what?
just don't like him.
That
man.
is something.
That's-
It's selfish.
That's another thing. I just.
Why don't you like him, Ray?
Yeah, Ray.
No,
Why don't you
we'll get
like
to it. I'll get to it after, but nah.
No, because we talking about Jericho now, so.
He's just trying too hard for me.
What's he
it
trying?
seems forced right now.
What's he forcing?
He's trying to it's like one of those guys that are too old but trying to be with the in crowd, and it just looks.
He's
awkward.
trying to make. He's got a young fucking company. He's trying to build up.
He's elevating.
He
He's
doesn't
just
have to do it no more.
changing his shit.
He don't
that's
have
all.
to, but he
He-
wants to.
It's for the love of wrestling.
It's.
But that's what the older
It doesn't
generation
matter.
should do.
It seems it's forced.
Would you rather him be the champion and then like never give the belt up?
No, right now
He don't need the belt. He needed the belt in
that
the
would be
beginning.
I know
that's
that.
forced. At least he's the champion. Right now, it just
No.
seems like it's forced.
If Jericho's
And-
the champ now, that's forcing it even more.
And what about Sting? Sting does the same thing every
Sting
damn
is throwing
time.
himself off of 7-story windows
It's
for no
Sting!
reason.
Every damn match.
What is he doing?
Every damn match.
But at least he's not. He doesn't have an appreciation society. It just seems forced.
We appreciate everything Sting does, though.
Yeah, we appreciate.
I don't know,
Nothing against Sting, but he does the same thing
it
every
just-
week.
it
It's
just-
always in a tag team tornado
He's
match.
one of
Sting
those-
does
he's one
some
of those
shit like
guys,
that.
Oh, it's cool. I'm gonna stick my fangs in that, and I'm just gonna dry it out.
All right, what's wrong with that? He's doing.
It's forced.
Hey man,
As a viewer, all right, let me do this. My opinion, it doesn't work. It's like
It doesn't matter. I know.
as a diehard wrestling fan, that's why you feel the way you do.
Yes.
But to a casual wrestling fan, oh shit, that's Chris Jericho. Let me see what he's doing. That's how they draw them people in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but none of them have gotten super over because of the Rubber Jericho and that whole appreciation society. Who has gotten like wow?
Sammy.
I don't
Sammy
think
was Sammy.
I don't
Sammy
think that's
was
Jericho's
Sammy.
fault, but that's not
No.
Jericho's fault.
Yeah, Jericho has more personality on them dudes.
Jericho
Yeah,
has
really.
given his stamp to these guys, and they've
Yes.
gotten to a higher level because of Jericho.
Look at
but
Proud
the
and Powerful.
follow-up is not there.
Who you think has benefits from being in this appreciation society? And don't say Sammy because Sammy was always going to be
What
Sammy.
about?
Daniel Garcia.
He sucks.
He's a good
No,
wrestler.
he's a great
good wrestler.
Dan-
Or entertainer.
He just did a Horikishi bit
No,
for
wrong
no
with that.
reason in the middle of a match.
Oh well.
He's
He had
an
a
entertainer.
disco ball in that, so they knew that this dance thing was gonna happen. They just happened to have a disco
Hey.
ball. If I go to Harvard tonight, if I don't see a disco ball in the middle of Harvard XL Center, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
It's a work,
Right. Not everything's
brother.
got to be a fucking
He's an
knockout
entertainer.
drag on.
You're a Cornette says I'm a cult of Cornette guy.
So
I
were
wonder
you
why.
upset back in the day on Monday Night Raw when they announced randomly a cage match? Oh, what do you know? It's up in the ceiling.
Yeah,
How
because
about
Vince said,
that?
"Hey, I'm having a cage match Put the cage out just in case.
It's all work, man. It's all pretty. It's fine.
But a cage match and a disco ball is two different things.
The
Like
same
it's-
damn thing.
wrestling
It's
is-
just planned out.
They
Like,
It's
say
pre-planned.
Wrestling
You don't
is
have a
Completely
disco ball
predetermined.
match.
Disco
You can have
Inferno
a
could have
cage-
been in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, disco in here. Use the disco ball instead.
Yep.
You know, whatever.
The lights and all that. All they did is they missed the worm. That's all they missed.
You gotta remember, wrestling is a circus. You're gonna have your comedy, you're gonna have your lion tamers, your main event.
Yeah, but don't do it with the champion of your whole company. That's
Who?
how I see it. Well, that's neither here or there.
Because it wasn't.
No, MJF was part of it.
Oh, MJF, yeah.
Well,
You like Adam Cole's dance moves?
Yeah, they're doing that. You guys don't understand how much that pissed me off. Where I actually fast forward, it pissed me off so bad. You have your champion. All right, let's go. Let's do the Summerslam. I'm sorry.
yes, come on now.
That's pissed me off.
Any more talk about Jericho and Ric Flair before I get to the next match? Anything you want to say?
The GOAT.
Two
Next.
goats. All right. This match I look forward to. It was a good ass match. One of my favorite type of wrestling style match. Yeah, Edge versus Eddie Guerrero.
Yes.
Both guys at that time in 2002, they were on point. I'm not sure if it was before or like afterwards. When did Edge break his neck? Was it 2001 or 2002?
2000.
That was before.
Yeah.
It's before.
So,
2001.
He didn't wear the necklace after.
all right. So SmackDown was loaded with these up and coming wrestlers, and SmackDown was shit. Yeah, it's one of my favorite matches of the night. That's just my style. They both had their hot spots. Edge got the spear, got the win, which he needed more than Eddie at that time.
Yeah.
I think because he was younger than Eddie Guerrero.
Because they were part of that SmackDown 6 too, right?
Yep.
Those two guys that helped build up that SmackDown show to where it was, where they were beating Raw on a weekly basis. It was Kurt, Eddie, Edge,
Background.
Cena, I want to say,
Don't forget my man. Don't forget him.
Chris Benoit,
There you go.
and
Oh. Why is it so huge?
I don't know I forget the last one, but
There you go.
it was right.
JBL.
Or JBL or
JBL.
Ed or
Definitely
Mysterio.
JBL.
Yeah, those six guys made SmackDown where it was, and you also got Paul Heyman running the show back there. So
Talk about the SmackDown Mount Rushmore. There'd be a lot of guys on that one.
And it's crazy.
That's
They was getting
actually
pissed
good. That's
off
a good
because SmackDown was winning. Had better viewers than Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
SmackDown's good. Let's take their talent. It's making them so good. And then SmackDown's left to rebuild themselves. That's
And
the
they
history
were
of SmackDown. And
still
Raw.
killing it.
Nobody care about Lance Murdoch and Trevor Cade or
Now
vice
SmackDown
versa.
is still better than Raw. All these years later,
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Hate to say it.
Because it's The Rock's show.
The most electrifying show in all entertainment.
My dad. Because I'm the pebble.
Oh jeez.
You look like a pebble.
I know, that's what I just said.
Put your hat back on.
Okay.
Ricochet.
All right, our next match is for the heavyweight tag titles. Is Booker T and Goldust versus the Un-Americans, which is Christian and Lance Storm.
Wasn't a fan of this match at all.
A match that got lost in history. if you ask me.
Goldust,
Thank God.
you guys asked what Booker came in with a hot tag. Booker looked pretty good with the hot tag. I knew he had potential.
Listen, those two guys were comedy gold, man. I would just, it didn't matter what I was doing. As soon as I seen those two on TV, I'm stopping what I'm doing. I'm just gonna watch and see what they're doing.
Nickelodeon.
Let me get
He
it.
looked at him like, what were you about to say? That was hilarious. He was like, man,
Don't say it.
Booker T looked at him like, you better not say it. Oh, yeah, they were funny.
I like when they was both in the bed with the chick.
Hey, what the hell, man?
Booker with the whitey tighties.
I'll let you.
How did that come about again where he started getting the whole...
No, he got
Electrocuted by
yeah. Something backstage. He fucking
Storyline wise?
Almanac?
yeah.
What
I think
happened?
the Evolution just shoved him into like an electrical box or something,
Yeah.
you know. And
Booker, I'll let you take a sip of my Slurpee, and I'll let you take a bite of my big, juicy wiener.
The Viv Balvoski says...
What the hell, man?
Oh, yeah.
No,
great
but-
skits.
You guys like this match?
Great skits.
Nah, it was
Nah.
just
Nah.
it was just a placement match.
yeah.
That's
I
all
agree.
it was.
It was
Match
just
sucks.
Un-Americans got the win with Test interfering, and
Yeah.
that was that.
Test. Yeah,
Test.
really well.
This is
Show.
a test.
Were you a testicle?
no. I have them.
Weren't we all?
Still.
At one time?
The way you asked that was.
Hey man, you a testicle?
Or no!
Weren't you?
No, I was a big fan of Test, but they just dropped the ball with.
Hey guys, look at my square. Who am I?
Testicle.
Yup.
Oh, Lord.
Might want to get that checked out, my friend.
All right, our next match, we had the Rabbit Wolverine Chris Benoit versus the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam.
Boom!
Yeah.
All right, so the backstory on this match right here is for the IC title. Chris Benoit was the Intercontinental Champion, but he jumped ship and went to SmackDown. Rob Van Dam wanted him and Eric Bischoff wanted the IC title back to bring back the Monday nights, and man, that was a solid match, man.
Hey, you know what made me mad about this match though? No one seemed interested for a majority of it until almost the end, where they started when they started getting back into it. They reeled them in because you see, it was a very audience-wise flat match. No one was reacting to anything was going on. Of course, you'll get your RVD chance. You're gonna get that anywhere in the world. But then at the end, you see them start. Okay, it started building like, okay, they got us again.
That's
I thought
usually
that
how
was
it's-
so good
yeah.
by those two, because I was rewatching this and I was like, man, this crowd is just done with it.
Something
and then
about
at the end,
that Nassau crowd, man. Sometimes they're just
They was hot in the beginning.
yes.
Beginning of the show,
It was the
hot.
Un-American and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then by the end of that match, the people were right back into it. They were
were.
back and forth. It
Them
was,
dudes
it was
had
good.
two different styles, but it just worked. It just
Yeah.
played out.
Chris is one of those guys. God rest his soul.
Chris was a great
God
worker.
rest his soul.
Yeah.
I don't think God rest his soul, buddy.
I don't know.
I think it's the wrong end.
Hey, but CTE and all that, you know.
Yeah, man. Even
Sucks.
Nah, you gotta go down there with the rest of those guys.
Yeah, I know.
Was it hard for you to watch that match?
No.
It being Chris Benoit? I know why people have a
I
hard time
separate
watching.
man from
Yes,
from art.
I'm one of those people that can separate the man from like the personal person.
Yeah.
Like
He don't
Business
deserve to be
and
Hall
work
of
is
Fame,
like
but
R.
he was a great worker.
I love art. I'm not gonna stop playing R. Kelly.
Yeah,
but I want
R.
him to
Kelly was a
die.
great artist.
But it is what it is.
well, we lost some viewerships, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
No, but that was a very good. I'm those two really put on a good match and got the crowd back into it for that.
Yeah.
Damn right. John, what you got to say about that?
I just like anyone would have divisive thoughts on watching Chris Benoit matches.
Divisive.
What devices?
Word of the week. Divisive.
Wait, the
No, not divisive. But yeah, if you watch a Chris Benoit match, yeah, he's one of the best wrestlers of all time. And,
You know how to pin it down, right?
It's just unfortunate what things that happened. But hey, it's still a good match, and just because Benoit all that happened, it shouldn't erase the chemistry he had with his opponents over history. So
turned out he was the most hardcore one.
I know every time I see him do a diving headbutt, I cringe. Like you just
Yeah.
see, like no homo, like the way his head just bounced off the mat. It's just crazy. Right
Yeah.
now. Just thinking about that.
Having concussions myself.
He was
it
so
sucks.
good though,
He was
man.
good, man. I want to resemble like Benoit. He had the stature, man, for his size, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was so
Like 5'10", was it 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'10", 225. Ooh, yo.
Dynamite Kid. He was the Dynamite Kid.
Yeah.
And you see how
Reincarnated.
Dynamite Kid
Yeah.
played out?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Steroids.
Well, not the same.
Well,
Yeah.
he was fucked up though.
Yeah.
It's sad. So sad.
All right, our next match,
You jerk.
we have Test versus the American Badass, Big Evil, The Undertaker.
it was just a weird match that came out of nowhere.
It was nothing special.
Sucked.
Nothing.
Undertaker was
terrible.
just the world champion.
It
Not
was-
too long ago.
It was terrible. Like WWE, they had high potential for Test. They wanted to push this man to the moon,
That's why I like
and
this
he
show.
couldn't do nothing, man. It was nothing. He had more attitude and edge when he shaved his hair and had pimples on his back, but.
The Punisher.
Hey guys, look at me.
What's
Hold
that
on.
all about?
Somebody shaving their testicles?
Can we just get some peace and quiet here on the It Doesn't Matter podcast?
No.
But the match
Not in
was
this
nothing.
beautiful city of New London.
Yeah, but the match was nothing special. They even had the Un-Americans, Christian and Lance Storm, come and interfere, and Undertaker still got the win with a devastating tombstone.
Did he do that thing? Like in
Nah.
the video game before he did the tombstone?
Nah,
No, that
it was a
wasn't-
regular tombstone.
That was
but
after, I want to say.
after the match, he found the American flag in the crowd, came up, held it proud, got on the bike.
All right.
Boom, that was it.
American badass. Watch me kick.
I don't know the rest of the song, man.
All right. Speaking of kicks, we have an unsanctioned match between the Heartbreak Kid and
Honk.
Shawn Michaels and the Game, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here was the show,
Triple
right?
H.
Oh my
Here
god.
was
This
the show.
unsanctioned
Yes,
match,
here was the
oh my
show.
god, this was the art of storytelling right here.
Yes.
Here was the show right
This
here.
shit built for 4 years. Shawn Michaels hurt his back in 1998 through a casket match, and he was out, came back.
You dropped the ball.
The reunion of DX. They came back, and then all of a sudden, Triple H just took out his buddy in the backstage parking lot. It was you, Hunter. It was you all along. John?
Yeah, this match was chosen as one of my memorable matches that made Shawn Michaels Mr. SummerSlam. And it was a very big deal because Shawn Michaels was one of my top guys when I first started getting into wrestling. And, you know, he missed the entire Attitude Era, as he was very aware of, and later DX
he's
skits.
so mad about it.
So mad.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was great, and you didn't know he was going to keep going as a wrestler. He was just going, you know, so it was just a one-off. And so it was a very, very important match in SummerSlam history, a very important match in Shawn Michaels' career and Triple H's career. And the angle that led up to that match, where, you know, they digitized, they had a scrambled footage, and they cleaned it up, undigitized it, and it was Triple H attacking Shawn Michaels in the parking lot or something like that. It was very well done. It was very
Yeah.
well done. Yeah.
This was still Attitude Era at the end of it, right?
This is
Yeah,
great.
it was towards the end of it, because I think like 03, that's when ruthless
Ruthless
aggression took place.
Because Cena wasn't there yet.
Not yet.
No.
That's right. Like,
Not
really,
yet.
that's when the start of the ruthless aggression started.
You say Ruthless Aggression, Cena pops in. I'm not going to...
Cena, Orton,
That-
Batista, Brock,
Yeah.
Shelton. Yeah.
Charlie
So,
Haas.
so basically, what
Haas,
we're seeing
Russ.
is WrestleMania 19 when Austin and Rock fell. That's Attitude Era
Name
done.
refresher.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm walking off the set.
Quiet on the set. We got John leaving.
John leaving. John needs a
Look, guys.
refresher. But anyways, the match was amazing. It was stellar. Man, this dude. Hey, man. Yeah. Hit me. Come on, man. Stone Cold.
Getting a Cobra Kai.
You still got some. No.
John said he needed a refresher. Wow. That's
John,
a first.
Yeah, John with a
That
Cobra
is
Kai.
a first.
You know,
What in the flying fuck?
I wanted to mention earlier that, you know, the crowd being dead, mostly Benoit and RVD during that match, was
Well, Benoit's definitely dead.
was because, and they were hot in the beginning of the show, is because it probably got really hot in that arena, because SummerSlam, kind of like it's getting really hot in this room during this podcast, so yes, refreshments needed by the official beer of Yellowstone, Coors Banquet,
Cut the check.
or Cobra Kai.
Tell them to cut
Cobra
the
Kai.
check.
Cut the
Cobra
check.
Kai.
All right, fellas, back to this match. Yo, the place went nuts when Shawn Michaels came out in the entrance and
Yes.
had the little Jesus T-shirt on, and he was doing his thing. He was doing his thing, man. But yo, that whole match, Triple H whooped his ass.
Yes.
And then just the selling of Shawn Michaels, the expressions, that was a good ass match.
Yeah.
And then when he was tuning up the band, he missed. Triple
Yes.
H tried to get the pedigree. He missed, and Shawn wanted to roll up. Oh my God! It was like a relief, like a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
That he kissed Earl Hebner. It was something special,
Great
man.
match.
Like yo, I forgot. I think that my man Paul Martinez's crib. He ordered this shit. SummerSlam 2002. We watched it, and it was stellar.
I think the only thing I didn't like about this match, and that's me just being a critic, is just Shawn didn't come out with his natural attire. And people liked it
Oh,
because
the
he
Doodle
came out
Brown?
for a fight.
Yeah, it was a fight. Triple H came
It
out in his
wasn't
trunks.
a real wrestling.
Yeah.
But with him returning, just the nostalgia in me wanted to see Shawn again. I wanted to see the.
Oh, you got
I
Shawn,
wanted to
but
see the. I wanted to see the heart with the break in it. I wanted to see the long hair. I wanted to see the
wristband.
I wanted to see Shawn Michaels.
It was supposed to be a one-off.
Even when he was in that elimination chamber, it pissed me off because he had the
the Dutch boy haircut.
He had the little bob. I was like, this is not Shawn. I want to see Shawn that Shawn. I wanted to see Shawn Michaels.
Man.
Different man.
He was saved.
But that's the only thing. But
That's
this match, I agree with you, was
stellar.
This is why probably people think that this was a great SummerSlam because of that.
Well, for me, just the card alone is pretty stellar. Besides the Un-Americans,
You didn't even get to the main event yet.
Yeah,
It
besides
wasn't better than this one.
No. Because this is more of a story.
Right.
Our next match.
You and me talked about the art of storytelling about this. This is exactly how
This is it.
If we were to ever have a title,
To their credit, they've been doing this even when it comes for Shawn and Undertaker, then Triple H and Undertaker. It was always a story behind it.
But you gotta
know what
remember,
I mean?
he has not touched the ring in 4.5 years.
Well, that's a lie because he was trained. He had his own school.
That's true.
There's a guy.
And he was in a couple indies.
Brian Danielson.
Couple indie shows.
Yeah, so he was still in the ring. He was still active, but he wasn't. No camera.
He didn't have the cameras, or he didn't have the fucking crowd like
Shawn
he did.
freaking Michaels.
I know.
And
I'm such a
Hickenbottom, okay?
I'm such a Bret fan, but man, I don't think he could have pulled that off.
I don't know. He had a stroke.
Freaking Bret Hart.
I love Bret, but
don't do that. It's Bret freaking Hart in the dungeon. Anybody that came from a dungeon can take 20 years off and come back and still do what they do.
Except for Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
20 years off their life, Chris Benoit.
The Tyson Kidd.
Permanently. Kaiser permanently.
How's Natty doing?
Tyson Kidd he brought up the whole women's division by himself.
No, that was Finley.
Someone ended his career.
Who did it?
Vietnamese Joe. John, that is.
Got that Oriental heat.
Oriental heat.
Bringing the O.
IDM hot sauce coming soon.
Chili's made in Mexico.
Peanut chaw.
There's a lot of international things getting thrown out right now.
What's wrong with that?
We're going worldwide.
Worldwide?
Yo.
IDM.
New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
I think they follow the IDM pod as well.
Grayson Waller.
Before we get to our main event, we need all you guys who's on our Facebook page for our next watch along. We want you guys to vote between SummerSlam 1998, that is with Triple H and The Rock. This motherfucker dropping his phone in the background. In a ladder match, and you have Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker, or we're going to do, was it Road Wild or Hog Wild? Was it Road Wild?
Road Wild.
Road Wild 1999. You got Dennis Rodman versus, was it Macho Man Randy Savage?
Ooh,
and you got, I'm not sure if he's black or white, but Hulk Hogan versus Kevin Nash for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then we got TNA Slammiversary. Slammiversary?
TNA Hardcore
Hardcore
Justice.
Justice. God damn. Like, damn TNA.
3 options.
Nobody's going for TNA, but it's RVD
You already got a couple votes.
What's this about?
Yeah.
RVD and Savage.
Who'd
Vote.
Jerry Lynn fight?
Oh.
His
We'll
partner.
find out.
Anyways,
Desmond Wolf.
vote, guys. Follow us on Twitter, IDMPod23. Follow us on Facebook, It Doesn't Matter Podcast. Follow us on the Rhode Island Broadcast Network. Follow us on any platform. We're going to bring you content every week. We're going to keep bringing it to you.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's get back to our main events. 2002 main event of SummerSlam was the most electrifying man in all entertainment. The Rock versus the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. Man, this is Brock's rookie year. The Rock at this time is 30 years old.
Is he?
Brock Lesnar at this time is 25 years old.
Oof. You got your future right there.
Right.
You got your. Well, I don't want to say the past because The Rock was only in the league for like
No, he was
5
in his prime.
years,
No,
5, 6 years. Yeah,
We're talking
he was
prime
in.
Rock.
Yeah, he was in his prime
Rock,
right.
Prime Rock.
Ooh, hold on.
Subprime
Yeah,
mortgage.
Hold on.
Yeah, The Rock.
Yeah, he was in his
Hold on,
prime,
hold on,
but when he
hold on,
came
hold on.
back in like 2011, this man, he didn't lose a beat, man.
Yeah,
In
but
21,
we're
right?
talking about Prime Rock. Where this was the great one. This was
We're not
Prime
talking
Rock.
about which year we.
Nah,
love The Rock.
I'm
We're
just
not
saying,
talking about
I'm just-
Hollywood Rock. We're talking about Prime Rock.
I know. Rock.
Rock.
Yeah, Rock
Rock.
is one of those guys that could
Not
So you
Hollywood
so
Rock.
you talking
Rock.
about not Hollywood, but you talking about after the Nation, before Hollywood Rock, the corporate.
He's prime Rock.
Yeah, right here. This is
Scorpion King Rock.
Yeah,
Right here.
prime Rock.
Prime Rock. Rock was the man, boy. That was my guy. Yo.
If he didn't have to go to Hollywood, ooh,
Abel needs questions.
I will say
didn't get injured,
I'm always gonna say it.
if he didn't go to Hollywood,
Yep.
what would have happened?
I'll be the only one saying it.
If he didn't go to Hollywood, he'd be the Miz.
Hell no. Hell no.
Take a swig. Abel said, "Hell no."
Yeah.
We're gonna stop disrespecting the Miz, either, because he's been in this thing
No,
for
that-
a long
that
time.
man
and
could
been
sell.
doing his thing. Miz,
I give him that.
He's
Ain't
one
got a
of
hot
those other
wife.
guys. He
He could sell,
every
that's why.
Single week for the rest of his career,
Miz is
and
good.
he could come back and just have that match where he just wins, and we're gonna be like, damn, the Miz just won. He's that guy.
Yeah.
Miz is money. I was a big Miz fan, especially when he
Guy
won the
does
title.
everything for that company, man.
Yes.
Yeah, even when he first won the belt,
If
I
they
was
don't
like,
have a
what?
statue of him in Stanford, they're
Yeah, he should be. Would you put him in as a headliner,
For what?
like in the Hall of Fame down the road?
Depends what names you put in there.
I know that's the thing.
exactly.
But I know. But when you think of headliners, you think of
Driver
specific
James
names.
Dudley.
Goldberg, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
The Miz.
The Miz.
Yeah.
It all depends.
It depends. Yes. I
Yeah,
agree.
it's the
It depends
class.
on-
Whenever they have WrestleMania in Cleveland or Hollywood,
Him and Dolph.
If they ever get a WrestleMania in Cleveland, that's gonna be the worst WrestleMania.
No, that's Minneapolis.
Cleveland sucks.
Minneapolis.
Oh.
What is with you in Minneapolis? You don't like it?
Have you been in Minneapolis?
Yes, I haven't.
I have.
Int.
Ain't nothing. I have.
Oh, ew.
Gone.
You went to WCW episode 1.
Yeah, I was there.
he was there. It's on the IG page. It doesn't matter.
But
Podcast
yeah, but
page.
this is Prime Rock, Brock Rookie.
Yeah, but
Roman Reigns is rookie. is
The
dookie.
Rock came out to booze. They booed him
Well,
because they knew, because social media was getting hot back then. The internet was getting hot. Excuse me, not social media,
Elon Musk.
say what the. What's going on?
but he was he's about to leave. He's about to go back to Hollywood.
High Five was going crazy.
What, the restaurant?
Friendster.
Oh, I thought you meant the restaurant. I'm saying we're open there.
You don't run a High Five?
High Fives was great.
So high five. But anyways, everybody knew The Rock was leaving, and Brock. It was a good match, but it was just a great moment. The Rock passed the torch to the next big thing, Brock Lesnar, because 21 years later, what is Brock doing?
Still right there.
Still whooping ass.
Still Mr.
He's still doing his thing.
SummerSlam.
The double nip up with the Rock's facial on that was everything. How is this big motherfucking he looked at him like the nerve in you. It
Brock,
was.
you
It
gotta
was
remember,
awesome.
at this time,
It
Brock
was
is
awesome.
6'4", some change?
No, he's 265.
Nah.
Easy.
6'5",
Now-
6'5", 265 at
Yeah.
that time.
At that time? I thought it was
Yeah,
like 3.
265.
No, he's not.
man. He's a
3. No,
big-
Brock
He a
is
big
not getting
motherfucker.
300,
6'5", 265.
Brock
bro.
is not breaking 300.
Big motherfuckers.
But we're talking about no, the way he nipped it looked at that was the best part for me. Just my opinion, just the best part is the facial of it. All right, I'm dealing with something that's not right.
Yeah, that's a heavyweight moving like a cruiserweight.
Yeah, and
There's
Brock
no.
just moves so damn
Yeah,
fast for his
Yeah.
size.
Cool Ray, in our Mr. SummerSlam episode, I said that Brock, if you want to see the evolution of Brock Lesnar, I said watch him at SummerSlams. How this match right here, he's a pure wrestler. And then over the years, how he came to the MMA
The ass
fighter,
kicker.
the ass
Where he
kicker,
just beat
Suplex City.
John
You
Cena.
see the evolution of
John
Brock.
Cena's that's what Suplex City came about.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Suplex
Yes.
City, bitch.
Yes.
Right
16-minute match. 16,
Ass whooping.
16 suplexes.
Ass whooping.
This is where it happened. If you want to see the evolution of Brock Lesnar is Mr. SummerSlam.
Now this goes back
This is
to
what he
my
do.
Cody thing, where but that's where I think it flips on his head. But yeah, this match was good. It wasn't as good, but to have those back to back was wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, all those things in consideration make SummerSlam 2002 one of the top SummerSlams of all time.
Ray?
Mid.
I don't know how it's meant for you.
No. Okay, I think it's 3 in my list. In
3
my
out of
personal list. I
Middle
think
of top
it's 3.
5.
Top 2?
3 out of 5 or what?
That's
No,
okay.
it's number
That's
3.
fine.
It's number 3.
That's
for
fine.
me.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Number 3.
What's number 1 for you?
I like 2013. I just did. I just like the build of
2013.
We'll
it.
probably have to go back and watch that.
Daniel Bryan, just the whole story
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I just liked it.
Number 2, 98.
Brett Bulldog.
92.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wembley.
we'll be talking about
92.
that.
Talking
down the
about that
road.
in the next few
That's
weeks.
With
just
the-
the build of it with the family there, the atmosphere.
The whole
It's
show?
just-
But that's just the,
Yes.
you know.
You talking about that match?
I just like. Maybe it's the nostalgia for me.
Well, yeah.
Maybe it's that what it is, where
It's
it's
a
just
le-
it's
legendary.
old school SummerSlam. You know what I mean? It just felt good for me.
Yeah, well,
Just me being someone that loves wrestling from that long. This modern is great, and they were good, and the athletes are way better. But just the nostalgia, just the way it was presented was awesome. Then when Bulldog won the shot of the whole freaking Wembley Stadium going nuts, it's just that's what did it for me as a fan. That's what did it for me. I don't care if it was Hacksaw in the beginning of the damn. If I'm right, I might be wrong. But I'm
Undertaker
pretty sure
Kamala
I think it was
casket
yeah.
match, right?
But no, it was something like that. And that match was actually pretty good. Kamala doesn't get credit he deserves.
no, he
but
doesn't.
just I don't know. That was it for me. But I just like the Daniel Bryan thing. The people behind him. It was something different. Then when he won, the pop
Yes.
could go as one of the biggest pops in forever. And then with Triple H, it's Randy Orton cashing in, and everyone going from a high to what the fuck happened. You know what I mean? That was my thing.
Leave you wanting more.
Yeah.
So the O2 was third on my list. That's just for me. It was a great show. Hall of Famers all over the place, but
Yeah.
my opinion, just the way it made me feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because when Daniel Bryan won, I don't give a damn who. We're all in this room.
We all watched
went nuts.
We was together.
Yeah,
we
we were
watched
there.
that shit.
We were there.
Yeah.
I was there.
Hit Orton with that knee?
Yep.
We went nuts. He won.
No, Cena with the knee, excuse me.
Popped. Everyone was like,
Was
"What? Let's go!"
Yeah,
finally.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah,
he
Orton
did
cashed
it.
in.
A freaking indie
Was
just
that
won
that
the
high
belt.
fives?
No, we was at Tilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered
We're
that
at
on
Tilly.
Tilly. Yeah, we was on Tilly.
I came downtown. I came in town for that.
I was there. I remember I was with you.
I had already left New London for a while.
We was deep, so I don't know.
I definitely.
I know Ray was there. We watched that shit, yeah.
I remember I jumped.
And
I
dude, what happened, man? Like,
Yeah. No, so for me, that was crazy.
I know I came around. Well, yeah, for the IDM pod.
Yeah.
I was
But
out of
I
town.
don't think O2 was great, but it's just.
I lived in Mass at the time.
I think it was saved by the last two matches. That was my point.
I think what we're trying to do for this is just to see the pay-per-view as a whole, because I agree with you. You know, the two things you said. You know, Brett and Bulldog was so tremendous.
Story.
It took over SummerSlam '92. Bryan and Cena and that whole thing took over 2013, because I can't recall a single else thing on that show.
Exactly.
For example, and for me, I mean, I'm not ranking them right now, but I remember one of my choices was SummerSlam 05, Hogan and Shawn Michaels. I mean, that had a really great card as well. But that one match, it was on the DVD cover. It was, it's the thing I think of most.
The overselling.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, so you can think of one match and that kind of covers the entire pay per view. Like sometimes I do that with the guys, and there's like, oh, I remember one match, and then I'll rattle off the rest, and it's like I don't recall that. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's what happens.
sometimes that happens, you know, and you know.
Because this O2, when you guys first told me about the O2, I remember 3 right off the bat.
The last
The
two
last
matches.
2, and I remember
Kurt and Ray.
I
Kurt
remember
and Ray.
Kurt and Ray.
Yep.
That was it. Did I remember the Edge and
I want to say I probably
a
remember.
maybe a little bit, because I know Edge got the win. The Ric Flair and Jericho, I'll be honest, I don't remember.
Honestly, I don't remember that either, but
The Chris Benoit and the
Undertaker-
RVD, I did remember
Undertaker
that.
test. I watched it and I don't remember it. I wasn't remembering it while I was watching it. I think I was on my phone, but it's I didn't like the American Badass thing. It wasn't for me, but it detached
Damn
me from
testicles.
Undertaker.
Fucking weed whacker.
But yeah, so that's my thing with O2. But O2 was good. O2 was alright.
but you know
like
what's
I said, all the famers all over the place.
good. The show was good. It's a real good show. It's good to have you here again, Cool Ray.
John,
Oh, cool, Ray.
Abel.
Guys,
Chico.
Monday night, this coming Monday night when this episode drops.
No, tell them what we're doing tonight, Dom.
Nobody cares. It's gonna be over by then.
No one
Yeah.
cares, but so what?
We're gonna go see a ladder match with
We're going to
Andrade,
collision. We're going to collision.
Andrade,
People want to
and
know
Buddy
that
Murphy.
we're actually together after the show. We're gonna go to watch Collision tonight.
Yes, we're really friends. This isn't a work. This is a shoot.
We're going right after this. We're going to
we're
watch
friends.
AEW Collision.
This is what we do.
Yeah, we do.
We love wrestling.
We love it.
That's right. We are 4 friends, 4 different personalities, same town,
This guy
same
gets it.
love,
This guy gets
one love, professional wrestling. And that is the It Doesn't Matter podcast. And for myself, John, Ray, Abel, and Dom, we will see you next time.
Boom.